Hey everybody, Live Farmer 73 here. Are you growing citrus and you want to grow citrus in a really cold climate? I think I might have just the citrus you want to start looking for, because I have proof that these are super cold hardy citrus trees. Now, I've been growing citrus a long time and I've seen a lot of different things with all kind of different citrus trees. That's why I only stick with a couple. I grow a lot of Meyer lemon trees, and one of my Meyer lemon trees, everybody know her name is Lillian. She is a wonderful tree and she's very cold hardy. Now check this out. This is Lillian now. Okay, I live in Columbia, South Carolina, and down here this winter, a few months back, actually it was Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve day was around 78 degrees. And it quickly dropped the temperature down to below 17 degrees Fahrenheit. The next day, it was I'm gonna say is around 65 degrees, and again dropped down to 17, 18 degrees Fahrenheit. It did that for about 4 or 5 days and nights. And this is the results that I got from my Meyer lemon. No, it is not dead. She is not dead. She's hurt, but she's not dead. But what I'm trying to tell you is, even though she's super cold hardy, with temperatures fluctuating like that, it's going to kill a lot of different stuff. Things that would normally never be harmed. This tree is never harmed every year. Some years I cover it, some years I don't. But it's never been like this. Here's another one. This is a ruby red grapefruit, this little guy here. Every year that tree has been growing just fine. But this year, that 17 degrees just took her out. She's not dead, but she is not well. So with that being said, I want to show you guys a couple of trees that actually were unfazed by this, unfazed. Let's go. Now here is one of my favorites. This is a sweet kumquat tree. The sweet kumquat came through this almost unscathed. This is the first year that I've ever had any trouble with her. But she made it through the 17 degrees with 50% of her leaves left. She dropped all of her fruit. This was the first year for that, but she bounced back real good. So you might want to make a list of some of the stuff that I'm about to tell you. The sweet kumquat. This is a tree that you can actually eat the whole fruit. The skin and the meat is sweet as the sweetest orange you've ever eaten. You spit out the seeds, but you can eat the whole thing like a little grape. It's delicious. This is one that made it through that 4 or 5 days of 17 degrees. Let's keep on going. Okay, here's another one that just made it through without any trouble. As a matter of fact, it didn't lose not even one leaf. And I know the first thing you're going to say is, well, that's because lead is closer to your brick wall. That's not true at all, because I have another one way over here behind me. Same thing. Wasn't phased at all. Both of these are the Owari Satsuma orange. Now, these aren't even lemons. These are oranges that lived up to this. This is the most brown on any of these leaves. This is it on the whole tree. This is it. So every year, both of these trees let out the sweetest little Satsuma oranges that you ever want to see. So write it down. Owari Satsuma oranges. If you're looking for really cold climate temperature oranges, these are it, and here's the proof. Okay, now I have another one that just kind of went a little dormant. It's alive as well, and that is the Brown Select. Now the leaves aren't green, but the leaves did hold on, and I did do a check and see if it's still green. It's still alive. So that is the Brown Select Satsuma orange. That one is still alive. Now I have a couple other ones. I have the Pomelo grapefruit. It is alive. It took a beating, but it is green and alive. It went through that same thing. The Pomelo grapefruit. Now we have the Ray and the ruby red grapefruit. It too is alive. Of course, it took some damage. It lost its leaves, but it is alive. Please write this stuff down. If you're looking into citrus and you're living in a zone like 8A and below, you might want to take heed. So we're going to keep on going. Come on. Okay. Here's one right here that lost all its leaves. Well, it has 2 leaves left, one here and one here, but it's made it through with no problem. It's like totally fully green here. This is the Valencia orange. Now I purchased this and it's not even in the ground. It's still in a container and it did great. Now here's other oranges that I've purchased, and I just put them in these 5-gallon buckets just this past summer, and they did wonderful. So this is the Tarraco Blood Orange. It's still green and alive. As a matter of fact, if you can see that, it's starting to bud out already. So that's amazing. Remember, all of the trees I'm showing you went through 17 degrees, and at night, 70s to 80s degrees in the daytime, and it kept fluctuating like that. So for them to even make it through this, a lot of us don't have those kind of fluctuations, so you know it'll make it through yours. Here we have the Caracara Red Navel Orange. It's still green and it made it through alive as well. Here we have a Malona Tangelo Honeybell Dwarf. Now I purchased this just this past summer as well, and it even still has a few leaves on it. So, family, if you're trying to build up your citrus, you might want to write some of these names down. I'll put them in the description box below so you know how to spell them. But these made it through the winter. They made it through the winter. They don't look good now. But once I trim off a little bit of the brown and the dying branches, they're going to bounce right back, and you'll never know that they looked like this. Okay, so I hope this helped you guys, because I was amazed by the devastation that happened to them, and I was also amazed how they went through it, and they got through it alive. Oh, I left one out. The Smith's Blood Orange. This is the Smith's Red Blood Orange. The skin is red. Do you know what that means? Antioxidants up the yin yang. That's what the insides look like right there. Does it taste like an orange? Yes, it does. It tastes like an orange and raspberry mixed together. This is a Smith Blood Orange right here. And this is the fruit. The Smith's Blood Orange. This little guy made it through in the ground, and he's still green, still alive. He took a beating, but he made it. So the Smith's Blood Orange as well. I'm very surprised to see so many oranges make it. But if you're looking for citrus, you're looking for oranges, lemons, all of my limes were devastated. Limes don't like cold very much at all. I threw away all my limes. They were totally roasted. So if you guys are in 8A or below that, you might want to take heed, okay? So I hope this helped you guys, and I'm going to do another video on how this devastated my garden on other trees that's not normally affected by a couple of cool weather situations we have. All right, Laird Farmer 73. I hope you guys learned something. Please write these names down. I love you. Stay safe, stay warm, and I'm out.